Yeah, are you ready for a moto coffee with me? Heck yeah.
Get Cindy!
You're ramping up your ability right now, but look, I don't have time for that. It needs to get done now. No. Yes, I'm working. I'm at the office right now. Just listen to me. Just listen to me for a second, okay? All right, just calm down. No.
Pinned link up
Everything's
above,
cool,
so
man.
don't
Everything's
ignore
cool.
that.
Yeah, everything's good. No, your girl's fine. She's here. No.
Not that anybody would ignore anything, but there is a pinned link. Try to get Sterling Wheels STD channel. He had a premiere this morning as well. I think he might be live as we speak too. So
yeah, he's on church.
if you want to see Sterling Wheel, he's rolling as well. But yeah, anyway, he needs like, I don't know, 10, 15 more subbers so that he can do some live stuff, help grow his new channel and all. So, that's what we try to be here for, to be helpful. That's a heck of a medical treatment you got going on over there. You okay? You need any help? Yeah.
I'll be
all right. We're just checking, man.
Just trying to breathe.
Oh, good morning, Ray Gregory and Mac, my Mac attacker.
How there you go.
And
living flesh.
So who all's been on the AI music stuff here lately of creating your own thing? It's that whole site, it's like having a Facebook or something. Like that's going to be something else to, I just thought you're going to sign up, you create some music and use it in your videos, but it's like a whole, well, let's share, let's like this video. Here's some creators you may, enjoy. So they're making a whole like website thing out of that. Did you notice
it was on the news? It was on the news last night.
Wow.
They already people are complaining about Suno, what it's doing to the music industry.
Oh, I bet.
They said it's just devastating. They was going on and on. We got to do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say, it's going to cost $100 to use it.
I joined it yesterday. Reason being, if you don't join it, you can't use it in your videos if you're monetized.
You can't use it in your videos if you're monetized. You can't
use on the basic plan, yeah.
Oh, well, we have.
It's commercialized. It's commercialized.
I haven't been, but I know Dave's channel has, and Dave has, but maybe he has paid. I think he said he signed up free too, but he's been using it.
And go ahead, Ray.
I use a lot of music I shouldn't use, but I don't. I keep the monetization turned off, and it just sends me a copyright. But I got one video coming out that they let me share it with the copyright, the owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said if it's monetized, you have the option not to be monetized. So,
welcome on in there, Dave, from Dave's channel. How you doing today?
I was just going to say, if you want to use Suno, you just don't monetize the video. Just press no,
right,
and you're away. I wanted to express my gratitude to American Outlaw for his little experiment with it, and boy, guys, this is taking off.
It is pretty neat.
So what I've done is that I've uploaded bits of my own original music as the backing track for the music, so it becomes a grey area of copyright stuff. I think because Suno has its clause in it, I still wouldn't be able to use it, and it would make a copyright strike. But if nothing else, it's like you were saying before, it's like a Facebook page. It's like something brand new. So look, that first one, that one there, now, is a direct response to Lolly and Frog's. To Lolly and Frog's Mythical Rider episode.
Okay.
Welcome to play the first 3 bars.
Let me see if we can do that without it blasting. Hang on. Let me know if you hear it. Let's see.
So you want me to believe in ghosts, goblins, and fears?
Perfect.
The ones who have been around for thousands of years. They hide in the shadows.
Is the volume and stuff okay? I've never. It's all right.
Yeah,
And stay in the dark. You know it's trouble with the hellhound bark.
Yeah.
You look to Mary, Savior and grace. And
Very nice. Let's try this.
Here come the drums.
It's got all the lyrics there off to the right side as well. So, which I found really neat. This whole site is really cool. You can write your own lyrics, which I did one and wrote my own. I couldn't believe how it sounded. You know how it came out, because like every bit of it was, came from what I was thinking, and then how they arranged it and the singing of it, what it made you feel like. It's a whole different experience. Those words that you put out.
I can understand why the music industry hates it.
Yeah.
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 It's a substitute.
Back like when Napster was out and everybody was sharing, and then Metallica made the big sue, and I'm sure it's going to be in an uproar at some point.
So I'm a bit guarded against that. That's why I want to use my own. But anyway, I say use it. So if you want to use it on your videos, don't click the monetization. Just don't monetize it. A bit like GoTA did,
Wow.
So it becomes free for everybody.
Well, I thought that was the point of it, though. You'd be able to use it whenever.
No, because I think they've got their hooks in it, sick. Everything in life today is about making a buck off the poor, creator. The creator has to share his
Change the name.
His fortune with greedy.
Morning, Jamin.
It's $96 US to just go up to that first notch, and it gives you 2,000 or 3,000 credits, 2,500 credits, or something like that, and you can do 500 songs.
Mate, I'm not going to bother with paying for it. I'm going to use the free 50 credits every day and work on my own stuff. I'm certainly not going to. But that's just me, because. But mind you, I couldn't have written a country and western song with Dolly Parton-esque lyrics, and I loved it. So I think I can feature them on my videos. I've got no information coming back from YouTube saying that it's a strike or that, heck, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We can't make money off you, you bastard.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be the case, get out of our platform because we can't make money off you.
So good morning to everybody out there. Sorry, we went straight into our own stuff up here, but that's what we're here, kind of trying to share out some new things we found and stuff we've been doing and learning. And American Outlaw, we've been conversing like back and forth on messengers, and he's been showing me what he's been creating. If you don't mind me sharing his video, which I guess it's out for the public, I always ask though, and sometimes I put it up anyway, but I try to pretend I'm polite anyway. But if you don't mind me playing it, man, I'm gonna hit the play button. We'll see what you created here. It's about 3 minutes long. We'll maybe skip through some of it, or we just might I'm going to put the link up first.
Watch the lot.
Okay, I'm going to get the link out here for it. This is American Outlaw. And paste it. There's the link, so you can make sure, because we watch it here, that you don't go to his channel and watch it and give him a like or something, you know, and comment. Let him know what you think, because this is his own creation. I know it came from his heart, and he's really happy about it. And I haven't even heard it yet, so.
I'll just be quiet.
Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet, but I just keep going on and on. And
I think you'll enjoy it anyway. So.
Do I have it going?
The mute button's on.
No, it's not playing.
Yeah. Maybe I have to do that thing I was talking about. Hang on.
So you've got the cancel speaker and the play button.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we are. Go back here. And go back over here. Oh, that's on the damn. You know why? Because that was the YouTube. That was the YouTube. It wasn't even this place. There we are. Such a bonehead.
Dusty boots rest by the doorway, his shadows in the glow. A rickety shed out of North Dakota where the prairie winds still blow. Hands worn like battle scars from a lifetime walking the line. An old Yamaha under his touch like he's chasing borrowed time.
Love it.
Army tags hang from a nail, rattling in the breeze. A life that once knew discipline now
There's the young man.
with reckless ease. Sparks from the engine light the dark, a hymn to his rebel soul. In the shed of second chances, he's piecing back control. In his riding for the freedom that he never truly found, through the dirt roads and the ghost towns where the past won't weigh him down. This outlaw's final battle, here in the great unknown, there's nowhere left to hide.
Jeez, look at that.
Look at that.
That's really neat, man. I mean, you can learn a lot from your friends or people's, whatever, just by what they express through their creation. It's like a painting in a way, you know. It tells even a better visual story, really. So that's got like all his memories growing up, things that mean stuff to you, you know. So pretty awesome, Outlaw. Appreciate that.
Wish summer would go away. We're just cooking here in Perth.
Yeah.
30.
You done roasting?
37, 38.
I wish they heard it get here.
I had to go to the dispensary today. And when I came home, I had to put it straight into the fridge.
Yeah.
Straight into the fridge.
Anybody else has created a video or something you would like us to pop up and check out? You're always free to do that. Throw it in the chat. Throw the link in there to be convenient. I'll pop it up. We'll play it, you know, and talk a little bit about you. Kind of promote our own channels or our own parts of our friendships. They mean something. So
if only I could get the vocals to sound like Mr. Gregory and recycled hooligan, then I'd be really happy. I love the way Mr. Gregory sings.
Ray made a new song, got his name in it and everything. I know the Blue Bike and Doyle did that similar thing. He must have used the same deal. So if they're using now, he used his Blue Bike and Doyle used his in his video. I don't know if he monetizes his stuff, but anyway, that's a good thing to know about the monetization. If you're going to play that, Ray, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to have that on there. It's a great, you know, something you use in your intro or whatever, but damn it.
Well, something else I've done. I played music in my videos, but I turned the volume down to
to the part where you can still hear it, but YouTube couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, right.
Did Angel Face get to hear the video, the musical thing? She said, was I working on something? Did she get to hear that?
No, I'd be glad to play it real quick. I got the short version of it before it repeats or does whatever it does. That thing, but we're missing 2/4 out of it, which pisses me off because I guess when you make a layout, I might have had it shut off or something. Anyway, I'm going to fix it today and have the real one out, but if I would be glad to play it real quick. I think she'd like that.
Well, 2/4
That's loud.
2/4 is mentioned in it, but the video was missing. The picture.
Hey, where's your mic?
It's on his computer.
Is it? Oh wow.
Yeah, there ain't no avoiding it. It's okay, mate. Don't worry.
Try to mute that. If you can.
I hate being like, it was just like I got headphones on, and that's just me. I just need to remember that. And where am I at? Let's see. Okay.
Only when you cough.
Oh yeah, I know. What can you do? What can you do?
I know. It's part of having Dave, and it's just fine, Dave. I was like,
well, it's the changing of seasons and with pollens coming in. Yeah. We're all getting respiratory issues. So, bummer, dude. Anyway, look, absolutely fantastic game that you've taken to this Suno like duck to water. Until we can't use it, let's use it.
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah, I'm glad I went and checked it out. I was apprehensive about it, and next thing you know, I just went over there quick and did it, and just to see out of curiosity, and then I was on cloud. I was like, wow, I could obsess on this and forget all about my YouTube stuff because it's like it sucks you in on creating for real. It's that kind of neat. Like you put the stuff in, you ask it to do what it does, and then you get this surprise, like, wow.
Well,
it almost makes you feel like you did that,
We're all following each other, so
yeah.
I'll get your latest. I'll get your latest projects.
No problem. Yeah.
Sent to me so I can listen to them, critique them, enjoy them. I was really blown away by American Outlook today. So
yeah.
That was a really good, lovely way to do a self-portrait, really. A modern self-portrait.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. So Mac made all this music yesterday pretty much for the community and the live streams and people that show up and people that he just off the top of his head at the time when he was trying this. So, of course, he didn't get everybody in here. And so don't even stress it because, Mac would send love out to everybody. But this is what we got. I just threw up some pictures to kind of go with the music, and I was really excited about it. So let's see what this looks like. I'll make a better one shortly.
I am a YouTube star. The stars that shine the brightest, motorbound, sick, retired, right, day from down.
Barely hear it.
2/4, I missed C.
Yeah, crank it up.
That's it.
What you got?
Motorcycle riders, these are God's children. Many stars shine so bright in my 85 years. Looking at the starry night on YouTube. I just named a few, but you know who you are. Baby flag, say
Jamin, I'm not there.
Sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, Jamin, give Max some hell, man.
And I left the chicken out.
He missed you guys on purpose.
Oh yeah,
something.
Me.
Yeah.
I probably got something on you.
Yeah. We ain't talking
Now,
about it either.
I think another rewrite of the Floyd plots. I mean, look, what you sent me is dear to my heart. But I'd love to see something combined with footage. So even if that's going through Google and getting an image of what it would have been like in those times, what was the fashions, what sort of cars did you drive, what's it like to be a flagpole cleaner? There's so many, so like what you've done there, Motorborn, where you hear the prompt and you find the image to go with the prompt. So it's in this case, it was a YouTuber. You stuck up, you stuck up Angel Face in a very lovely, revealing. Where we get to see her eyes rather than behind sunglasses. So it becomes personal.
Yeah, I asked her first too on something like that. Of
course. So, what do you think about that, old Mac? I know you don't have a picture of Floyd Potts, but you have a memory of who he was.
Yes.
And I think if you were to look around the 60s.
If I describe Floyd Potts as being a cook in the Navy, you would picture in your mind a short, squatty, maybe a little heavy around the edges, and that was Floyd Potts. He was a shorter man than me, and he was full out. And about the cars and trucks of that period of time back in the 50s, if you ever want to see the cars and the trucks during my childhood, look at Barrett Jackson auction. All those cars was during my time.
That's cool. Well, Quick Shoe, I did that with the old Noodle and Max thing that he made, the music. He made all the soundtrack to it. I just took the soundtrack and put it in my editing system. Then I grabbed some screenshots and stuff and just stuck it in there like making any regular video like you would. And
so essentially, what we're doing here, guys, is a little word called collaboration.
Big time.
That's right.
And big time collaboration is the key. It keeps us connected. It keeps the viewers interested.
Yeah,
and it sees how we're growing as creative beings. And mate, I just can't think. I'm so glad I brought this to the table.
I know you did. Like, it came from you, and then Mac went and jumped on it right away, made something great within a few minutes, brought it out to us, and then like five other of us started, doing. Ray's got a whole thing put together. American Outlaws already made a complete video and got it posted, and finally got something up that he couldn't do and express the way he wanted to until that happened. So you helped a lot there with that, Dave. Like, it's just amazing, and same with Mac by acting on it. One of the community members getting out there doing it, showing, hey, you can do this stuff, and
look at Salty. Look at Salty. He described
Max versus
you remember there was a song a long time ago. There was a song, the lyrics sort of went like, give me a ticket for a fast plane. I ain't got time to take a train. Lonely days are gone. I'm a coming home. You remember that song?
I do. Yeah.
My brother and I was riding along, and he said, I didn't hear all the words. What is he saying? And I said, what do you think he is saying? He said, well, give me a chicken or an airplane.
Give me a chicken or an airplane.
Yeah, he's going to go home one way there on the back of a chicken or in an airplane. He didn't care. He was getting home.
It's not evil.
Well,
it was popular.
Yeah.
That's my baby wrote me a letter. There you go.
Yeah.
Jamin knows.
That's right.
Great stuff, man. I wish we could listen to things like when we think of stuff like that randomly amongst us, that we could just pop it up here and play it. And
it's coming.
It is, like, it is definitely AI will be able to preempt the conversation. That's how intelligent it is.
So this is the spot 2-4. You said you just came in and didn't get to hear it all. Like, like right in here is the video, and this is the spot I missed you in. Just I had made your picture and everything, and it just didn't get in the editing. It's hard to explain, but you got different layers, and I might have had the visual off on it, and it didn't pick it up. So, but this is where you were, where you should have been, right before him, right before that guy.
Yep.
In between.
You did good.
Look at Dave. I caught him in his prime there.
I mentioned cold beer too, just for Dave, and hot coffee for the rest of the crew.
There, he got all the goodies in his hand and doing what he loves to do out there and behind the big oak tree. I love this stuff. And then we got Mac the Wizard back there putting his hand out, just making all the magic. They're cool. I love this stuff. Ray, yep. Got Ray.
Georgia boy, Ray G.
Georgia Bay, yep. Little slang for his channel.
Yeah, it's his street name, Ray G.
There's Angel.
Look at that doll right there.
I got
one of his days. One of his days, I'm gonna buy her lunch.
Yeah. That was cool. And our lolly, well, they go by a little fast in spots because they get rapping, so you know how that is. That's kind of quick. And riding on Ruby, Key Fodder.
How many 84-year-old rappers do you know?
Yeah, you doing it too. I couldn't hear that one very good. Was that Kime you said? I figured it would have been.
Yeah, it was spelled properly, but that's how they enunciated. But you saw the word. You saw Kime.
I wasn't sure, and I didn't. Yeah, but there we got Frog and our Kime from the UK.
Yep.
And Rod B,
bad boy Rob B.
I had Lobby up there, Rob Low, because that's what I thought, and I had to listen to it again. I said, "Oh, that's Rod B, not Low B," and so I made a save on that one. There's Rob and his beautiful wife.
Yep.
Want to be Farmstead? Are they here today?
I did see something.
I haven't seen them, I don't think. And our Rocket Queen, she's the one got burned out of her house damn near the other day, a little while ago. So, and I think that's with her other half there. She's a sweetheart, I'll tell you. So, get a chance to see her and go by her channel, say hi to her.
She kind of reminds me of the version of Wolfman Jack, the way she does her show. She can get loud like Wolfman used to.
She does. She has no problem. And then on the same show that Ray had, or that Mac had presented the music to us, Sterling had sent this here, and I'm like, yeah, he's one of the others that not everybody got mentioned, but I had content of his, and so we just threw that in, and it was a beautiful shot. Sterling's out doing something brand new, not really in his life, but from what he was going to do, stay at home and have a daily job. But now he's back out on the road, and he's just making the best of it and thinking of the bigger picture right now. And he took time to send us, his creations and stuff, like personal stuff. And I asked him to use it, and it's just how awesome the community is. Can't get over it.
Hey, Moto, if you would, I did a little short yesterday, and when I was flying my drone, and what made me think about doing the short is when I saw Sterling Will flying his drone.
Yeah.
But I got a little short that's only less than a minute long of me flying the drone, and this way you can see what old Mac looked like when he had a head of hair.
Yes.
I had some hair back. Oh, not then. That's
that's the head of hair I think he's really talking about.
Yeah, that's my inner. That's my alter ego.
I know, man. That's all right. Let's see. I'm gonna go find your.
So Spike Milligan, right? Not Spike Milligan, Spike Milligan.
In fact, Dave knows the day that they took that picture. Joyce took the picture at her lunch counter.
It was in Washington.
Yeah, in Washington.
Good stuff.
Here we go. Now look at that hair. Get that hair out, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you had it nice and thick, and it's like all going in really slow motion. Did you make that on purpose to do that?
It was only like a 4-second snippet
I
that I took out there, and I extended it out to 1 minute by slowing it down. See,
was asked. That's what I was wondering.
and you see, I'm slowly turning in slow motion.
So we get a good look at you.
The camera was zooming in on me. You got to keep in mind,
it's good quality, really.
I was flying a drone there, so I was paying attention to it.
Yeah.
And my eyes only blinked for a second, but looked like I was flying with my eyes closed. Look, well, you'll see them and watch them eyes come a while.
There they are. Yeah.
That's old Mac.
Fantastic, man.
You've lost a bit.
I look like a Q-tip.
This is really a cool way to watch our stuff together and do things, and we get like live comments and the part of collaborating, like you were saying, Dave. You know, you get firsthand, real off the cuff opinions. Or
look, we're not stagnating. You know,
look, Angel Face has a question for Dave. Angel Face has a question for Dave.
I'm all ears.
Let it fly.
Let it fly, my dear.
See, I didn't have to get up and get coffee.
That's it. Yeah, no, it's good.
What?
Right there. There's your question.
Angel says, "Have you?"
Sorry.
What?
That's all right. Have you maybe seen the video 4 days in a road train across Australia by Downey live from Canada?
You're going to have to like that, Jim. I haven't, but I've seen.
Yeah.
In 4 days in a road train, so she's down. Driving the road train or got a lift in it. I haven't seen it, but on my travels, I overtake many road trains.
Yeah.
Just because Australia is so vast, the distances are so vast that it takes 3 trailers to take produce to town to town, and we have a lot of without trucks. Australia stops. As simple as that. Same with America.
Yeah.
But okay, Downey Live started as a little motor, but has grown into a large transportation channel. Okay, there you go. Downey Live. I should remember Downey because my first school principal was called Mr. Downey. So there you go. I won't forget. You know, it's still things you just don't forget, do you? There you go. There's plenty of road trains on Dave's channel. It's a lonely life, but it's a good life, and we're getting lots and lots more international people who are picking up the call to come and drive here in Australia. It's a great working holiday. I've been encouraging. You know,
I've got to launch a complaint here about this moment. Just about right here, I should launch a complaint.
Yes.
So,
I mean, I'm an old sensitive guy, and you know, I'm sensing a sexist remark being made. Dave Down Under.
no, it's Down Under is the colloquial term for Australia being down underneath.
Oh, now that makes sense.
So it's got nothing to do with
nothing to do about sex. Okay.
I think a lot
about at my age. I think a lot about sex.
Side yonder.
Of course you do. It's to do with
kind of like south of the border. Just a saying.
Yeah, it's a geographic
down of the border.
Yeah, didn't they have a song about that going down?
I was just going to go on to that. So the group Men at Work.
Yes, Men at Work. Thank you.
Men at Work. That's right.
So
I got
something I wanted to share real quick. It's a little selfish and self-centered here, but not really. Just see if on the left side you see something odd. Like here it comes. You see that?
Oh, hood up. Hood up.
Oh, what?
That's talent, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's dangerous. That's
You
dangerous.
ain't going to believe this, but the engineers, when they designed the hood, you see how the arch is? In case this happens, you can still see under the hood.
There you go, buddy.
See, it went up right there.
Yep.
Did you see it fly up? And then, yeah, I've had that happen, I think, once to me.
Too.
And, you know, might have been at the gas station checking the Earl and didn't drop it down far enough for the latch to at least latch. It doesn't even have to be closed all the way. They have like a safety. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's not, my God. That's just how fast, though, something can happen out there as a riding. And that's two-lane traffic, you know, side by side. There's no medium. And, yeah. If they'd have freaked out and you're sitting there, you're doing all your best to watch your P's and Q's and being around you, and all of a sudden something like that happens. And that's just saying, that's just how we got to remember, you know, it's be extra careful and keep your eye out. And,
guys, my wonderful collaborators, you all have a most fantastic day.
Are you setting us up for a dip out like you're going to leave? Is this a goodbye?
This is a goodbye.
It's okay.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
No.
Now, the next thing all of us are going to collaborate on is our acting skills. All right, I'll leave you with that.
You clean your windshield.
So you guys.
It ain't my fault.
All right. Bye, Dave. Dave just said poof.
You never tell me this stuff.
Sorry.
Well, we just put water in it. Sometime it ain't gonna freeze.
So, what else we got?
Angel Face explaining her reason for using Down Under.
Too funny. Yes, I was making a reference to Men at Work when I say Down Under, Dave. It's a compliment. Yeah, that's the first thing hit my
All right.
El Braino.
Good night, everybody. I gotta go do a husbandly deed. So
yeah, is that what was aspiring in the background? Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you're blessed, man. Go do your thing. Enjoy your time with the Katie Bug. Is that what I say that right?
Yeah.
Katie Bug. Yeah. Tell her howdy from us all, and I'm glad she's cracking the whip on you. Somebody's needed to. You got the whip cracker out?
Yeah,
Anybody?
she got the whip out. All right, I'll catch up y'all later on.
Matt. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. What is that one? Is that this one?
Spank me. Harder. Make me come, baby. Harder.
Did that go along with it? Was that good? Everybody else enjoy that like I did?
That sounded X-rated.
Yeah, it was a little odd, but you know, I found it. I said, "Oh, I got to have that. We got to put that out there because you know it'll make you smile, laugh, giggle, offended. Whatever happens." Try not to do anything offending. If it's offending, just let me know. Okay, just let me know.
Oh, they will.
I know they will. I'm asking for. I'm digging for trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sicky, what you doing, man? You okay back there?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I know you've had some interesting last 24 hours or so. So
yeah,
hate to hear that.
106 days left till VAM. I've been keeping up on that. You know, what else do I have to do? I got a bunch of things to do. I got a couple appointments today. Got to fix that video. I still got to go to work and draw the thing that I got to do for the second appointment. So I probably won't be real long on it. So I was trying to set you all up for a leave early type thing, but hang out for a little bit more. He says, you feel like North Dakota is one step away from being the adopted kid of Canada. Just because you're closer or something happening that we don't know about, or that I don't know about. Only 2 potential buyer have messaged me about your 2020 Suzuki SV650. Tried to make it work with both of them to no avail.
They must not want it too bad.
That or just it's still cold as hell.
Yeah.
You know, when it warms up and somebody's ready to go riding, maybe that's when it'll kick in more, you know? It's like you want to sell a hamburger to somebody who's hungry, you know? Just ate and went to the grocery store and got everything they needed. Who knows? Just saying, just keep positive. Keep positive. It'll happen.
I've got to beat who was that? Oh, I got to beat American Outlaw's bid on her bike. He said he'd take it for free, and that's his final offer. Okay, I'll take it if you'll give me $100.
Finalistic. Rob's neighbor says he's got a busy day ahead as well. A bunch of parts showed up for stuff that should have been here on Monday. So you got a good test of patience, didn't you? Huh? I always get it. Hopefully you never pray for that stuff. Never pray for patience, by the way, because you'll get all kinds of opportunities all of a sudden. Yes, it's not warm here yet. That's true. So, yeah.
It's going to get warm this week.
I saw a little bit of a flash of the R7 being one of the top rated selling nice bikes from Yamaha, and there was going in about the R9, which I remember you mentioned a while ago, Angel Face, that I totally didn't even hear about, because I used to watch a lot of motorcycle channels. I knew everything about a lot of stuff I was aware of it anyway. And then I got onto YouTube myself and started doing this kind of stuff and everything else. And I don't even get time to watch, what's new or motorcycles or really anything unless I hear it from you guys.
Rob Benjamin is going to be 60 years old today.
Oh,
that means I was almost 25 years old when he was born.
Happy birthday. Yeah, I need a happy birthday track. A happy birthday track. I'll get one of those on up.
He's going to be 60.
That's freaking awesome. You're right behind me, Rob, like about 1 year. Whoopsie. Those things fly by fast. Yeah. You, American Uncensored, how you doing, man?
Wait a minute. I misread that. Rob is not going to be 60 today. He was saying it's going to be 60 degrees today.
Oh, happy damn birthday for the temperature. Happy birthday to the 60-degree weather, man.
Oh, that's funny.
That's still a gift. Hell. A gift.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Look, bro. I'm actually blushing.
That's okay. We all do that. People set us up for that. They only give us half the information in the message. Okay. Yeah. And then the rest gets revealed later.
Yeah, we got to figure it out.
I was already 30 years old the time he was born. He's only 55, Rob is.
That's right, American. You know what I'm talking about. I was going to mention American Uncensored has really been throwing out the content. It's been hard to keep up with it all. American, I tried to. He's getting out lots of shorts, and that's a pretty good lengthy talking videos too, but it's packed with good information, stuff that make you go, and really think about. Summer can't come soon enough when you live in North Dakota, Bismarck. Absolutely right. There we go. That was the reveal. You 55, then you're way behind me. You're way behind me. You're in the dust. That's good stuff. Keep the jokes coming.
I was almost 30 when he was born.
Yeah. And take off about 15 for me. So I was,
Well,
I was just getting my license.
Okay, I can say what a great year 1970 was. I mean, let's go around the table. Zick, how old was you in 1970?
I was -1.
How about you?
He wasn't even on the titty yet.
How about you, Moto?
60s. Yeah, you're asking me to do math. Probably what?
1970.
60. Yeah. So take away 4. That would be about 6 years old. 6, 7 years. I would.
That's a
Yeah.
good time in life. I remember
Kindergarten.
being what I remember so well about 6.
Yeah.
My first year in school, and going into that big room, and they had the ABCs all the way around the wall. You know, the regular letter and then the cursive. You know, you had the
Yes.
regular letter, cursive,
Yes.
and we learned about chalk and the blackboard and the paddle.
Yeah, the paddle.
Yeah, the paddle was very important.
That's a golden birthday. That's a golden weather birthday. You know, like when you're 22 and your birthday's the 22nd, they call that your golden birthday or something like that. Right?
You know when you was in the early school years, if you was a misbehaved child or if you cried in class, they would send you to what they call the cloakroom, and you had to go sit in the cloakroom. You know, in a dark cloakroom. That's what cloakroom is, where they hang your coats and stuff, and you had to go sit in that room until you could come out and behave.
Yeah.
It was mean back in our days.
I tell you. I was thinking that year then was probably the year, because right before I went into, maybe it was kindergarten, so 6 could have been first grade or kindergarten back then. I was mowing yard, had my little cowboy boots on, and the push mower grabbed a piece of barbed wire about this long, poked it through the dead center top of my foot and my boot. And I just remember it felt like a rock hitting me or something. And I go screaming into the house, and mom's hollering, because, you know, you got like a blood spurt coming out of the top of my boot, you know, yay high, coming out pretty good. And mom's screaming. And as soon as you come in the back door, you got the basement stairs there. Dad took about 6 times trying to get up, find out what mom's screaming about, you know, because he's not informed. So that's my memory there of 1970-ish around. That's what you triggered. And I went to that was so shitty. I went to the hospital, and they're digging out, you know, rust and checking for, that was way worse than what had happened, you know. So I got to go to crutches on my first day of school.
In 1970, they assigned me to the cruise missile program. And man, what a wonderful life. It started at that point. Wow. By 1975, they sent me to the Minuteman missile program, and I spent the rest of my time with them people. What a good life.
Here you are, is reaping some of those benefits from then, huh?
Yeah.
Like you're here, retired, you're relaxing, doing some things, hopefully, that you really, really like to do, like taking those trips with Angelique, going and getting some shopping, or doing a burger 100 miles away, whatever you want to do. It's right there for you. Right there for you. Rob's neighbor says he'll be 45 in May. My neighbor Carl is 96. Drives. I was actually telling him about your moto channel on Saturday. Well, I hope he can join, man. 96, is that what he's saying, his age?
Yeah.
Drives, and I was gotcha, 10 years old and 70. Yeah, we're right there. We're right there together, quick. Says, Outlaw, you're 2 years older, my brother. Everybody's, man, that's too much math, you guys, and memory, math and memory. Isn't it great that Carrie, Rob's neighbor, comes to join us so often? That is. It's really awesome. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. Did I say thank you? Thank you. Thank you. Says, my friend, at a young age, fell on his bicycle and got a few tiny cuts on his head, but it bled a lot down the side of his face. Yeah, that's terrifying. When you're a parent and you see that kind of stuff,
extremities bleed the most.
It's terrible.
My sister Joyce has a scar on her leg today that you can still visually see. Mm-hmm. She was riding on the back fender of my bicycle when we crashed, and her leg went into the sprocket area. It just gnawed the meat right off the bone. She spent the rest of the summer limping around there. It left a scar.
I bet.
Poor thing, man. Yeah.
In fact, all my siblings were scarred just running with me.
Whoopsie.
We used to do high impact, high dangerous stuff like swinging out of tops of trees. That's just what we like to do.
It's not the speed, Mac. It's the sudden stop, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what. You remember when my uncle came home from the war? He parachuted into Normandy, and we took my mama's bed sheet and made a parachute and jumped off the roof with it. And I was the first one off the roof. And the parachute opened just the moment I hit the ground, and it fell down all around me.
Music. Did I spell that right? Music page. So I'm going to put old Mac's music page out there too. You can learn some stuff about his creation, and they
In
got some
fact, I see my
schools.
sister Joyce, that little gray-headed lady with the
Yes.
dancing dog right there. That's Joyce. She got the biggest kick out of,
Yeah.
like bringing up memories of her childhood.
Yeah, and what you thought about it and the whole thing, and going out of your way to make this stuff is like really awesome.
How's Connie doing, Mac?
She's home, and I talked to her yesterday. My brother, 88 years old, they've now put him in the hospital. He's been suffering with dementia. When you get dementia, you actually forget how to breathe. You forget how to swallow. I mean, you think, oh, how could you forget how to swallow? But it happens.
Yeah, that's something that happens naturally. Nobody goes out of the way to go, oh, I'm about to blink my eyes or I'm about to swallow. It just like,
yeah, there's an involuntary reaction, but they have a method. When you forget how to swallow, they can show you how to get the food down. But he's in the hospital now. I think he's having breathing difficulties. The lungs, the brain has to send nerves for the lungs and the heart and all that stuff to work.
Yeah.
And we don't know how much time he's got left, but he's 88 years of age.
Ooh, my heel caught in the rear spoke of a friend's bike when I was younger. Ruined my summer. Hell yeah, that probably really ripped some meat and made it sore. Good Lord.
You know what a crosscut? You know what a crosscut saw is, Moto? It's like a 6 or 7 foot long saw. It's got a handle on both ends.
Okay.
And 2 men pulls it. One, push and pull the blade.
All right.
One time my uncle told me to bring the saw over to where they was cutting some logs, and I laid it across my shoulders. And as I was walking, the saw was bouncing up and down like this. I stubbed my toe and fell forward. The saw went backwards and cut my Achilles tendon in two on my right foot, and I was laid up all summer long.
Damn.
Oh man, it just cut it. I mean, you don't have no use of your foot when you cut that tendon right behind your ankle.
It's like a flapper out there. Oh, yeah, Angel. As I just laughed when the guy, the old school fella, said he wasn't even hurt at all. The cuts were actually tiny. That's probably why he turned to the other side, huh? But it just looked real bloody, like you were saying, Sick. Some of those bleed pretty fast. I remember my kids, they hit the ear on the corner of a sharp table when they're young and sliced the ear, a good inch and a half. You're like, oh my God, you're just saying that shit's terrible.
Every one of my kids has got scars above their eyebrows where they fell into the coffee table or whatever. And you bleed so bad when you cut just above the eye.
You get mad at the table, you want to throw it outside, like, like, why do I got that thing? And I didn't know it could do that kind of damage. But you got kids get rounded corners, padded, whatever. But that stuff. But they're developing. They don't deserve to be taught, I guess, a lesson in that manner. But we do learn from the pain and the owies and whatever. We respect it. That's for sure. Okay, you guys, I guess we guess in a few more minutes. I'm going to wrap it up at 10:25, probably 2 more minutes. Anybody's got any last things to say or howdies or what they're going to do or goodbyes? Let us know. It's been a great morning, great sharing. Appreciate y'all. How about you? What you got on your agenda today, Sick? Anything you want to share? You don't have to.
I got to go through some boxes. I got to get everything out of the unit by the 6th. I got everything heavy. I got out. I got the workbenches set up. I got the yellow and black storage bins back.
Yeah.
I just got to get, the biggest thing that's left is the small fridge, the bench unit, that you store stuff in, and the car seats that go in the van. That's the last thing that's going to get out of there. They're going to go back in the van.
You're making some progress anyway, taking your time and doing what you got to do. Landon, hey, welcome in. And yeah, he's probably going to be cleaning the barn for the horses or whatever. Yeah. And you need to come up and hang out with us and get on the live someday and share with us. And that would be great to meet you more because I would like to. If you're willing, just let me know. Mac, what you doing today? Anything fun?
No, we did some things yesterday, but I also made a big pot of beef stew yesterday. Oh my God, it turned out so good. So I'm going to be having probably another bowl of beef stew today.
Yeah, it's better after it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Better the next day after it kind of molds all its flavors in together after being refrigerated. Is that an okay? That's freaking awesome. So you can I got the email on my homepage. You can email me your email so I can send out the invite and the link, or I'll pop it out here in this chat for a short few minutes until you get on, and then I'll erase it. We just try to keep the the link kind of discreet, so we don't get the singers. Would you like us to do some singing for you? We are singers, and then they start stripping just out of nowhere.
Perfect.
So we learned a lesson on that day. All right, what's Angel got to say? You should remember how bad it appeared because the blood ran from the top of his head down to his face. However, the carpet mostly cleaned his face. Yeah, it looked way worse than it was. That'll happen, man. Catch you all later, Rob says. Love you, brother.
See you, Rob.
Great having you hang out. Angel says, just a funny memory from child. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's all good. And thanks for sharing that. Thanks for showing up this morning. I know it's an early morning, and I'm going to fix those videos up when I can today and put it out there as long as, Mac already gave me the okay, because that was his music, and I kind of felt bad after I did that. I had it scheduled, and then I was like, after you responded, and it just hit me all of a sudden, like, oh, you shouldn't do that, Dean. So I went and I made it unlisted and just did this to make sure we're all good and okay. Now, I'm used to getting in trouble, Mac, and doing bad things. So I relived a memory. Oh, you shouldn't do that, Dean. So, all right, great chatting with everybody. Did I see what? I saw your email. I know what to do. If that's what you meant. Yeah. So hopefully that's it. And I can read
short video.
I can make comments on the outro. So if you're still typing, I'll still see them. I'll try to respond if I shut off a little early and cut anybody off. My ADV 360 should be having a stream tomorrow.
Have a good day, Dave.
That is. Have a great day, everybody. Okay. Catch you all later. Dave, thanks, man. Appreciate you and love you. Love you much, bro. And to the rest of you, see you tomorrow if you want to come by again. There we go. Yeah. The wizard is here and near. Bye-bye. Yeah, so thank you, everyone, for having a wonderful coffee with me, man. It is much greatly appreciated. I think we started the day off right. So, just love on your peeps. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them. And just go out and have the best day you can. Spread it out there. We'll see you again soon. Bye.